Awesome. All right, guys. Today we're going to go ahead and continue with the head and shoulders segment. And today we are going to be covering some SAL examples, right? So again, the head and shoulder, when we're looking for SAL examples, guys, this is the pattern we need to train our eyes to see right here. This is a pattern. Excuse me. I got some hair in my mouth. This is the pattern we need to train our eyes to see, right? Now, it's best that we look for this pattern when the market is in a downtrend, creating lower lows and lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs. When you guys see that the market is in a downtrend, and you can easily see this, guys. You guys are on whatever time frame you guys are trading, and you guys can see, okay, market is in an uptrend, market is in a downtrend. When we see that the market is in a downtrend, guys, this is the pattern we need to focus on, right? Give me a two if that makes sense so far. Let me know, right? Now, where can I find this pattern at when the market is already trending down? Where can I find this pattern at? Right? Well, the best areas to find this pattern, guys, are at the swing highs. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Yep, you're right, Shawnee. At the highs, at the lower highs, right? So in these areas, market should be building up some type of head and shoulder. Sorry, guys, I forgot my mouse, so I'm a little slow today. Right? The market should be making that pattern somewhere within this area. Give me a two if that makes sense as well. Right? When the market pulls back, it's important for us to stay patient, guys. It's super important for us to stay patient, right? If we want to rush these things, we're not going to have a good time, okay? Right? And then we're going to be, hitting some stop losses, okay? And it's just not going to be a good time, you know? So we have to stay patient and wait for these things to happen. Wait for these things to build up. Right? So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this stuff real quick. And I'm gonna go ahead and break down this pattern and how we can go ahead and find that. Right. So as the market is giving me some bearish momentum, we're getting a lower low and a lower high. Right. Now, this is the thing, guys. When the market is creating this lower high, right? As the mark, hold on, let me go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and stop right here. So at this point right here, guys, this is my lower low, right? That's my lower low. So as the market is starting to pull back, this is where we need to focus on that structure. We need to focus on the structure, right? Because yes, we draw and we make these patterns look easy, right? When we just draw them like this, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? But within this area, guys, within these areas, the market is creating structure, right? The market is creating structure. Does that make sense? So as the market is pulling up, the market is making the structure that we need to see. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a five if that makes sense.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, sir.
So, what when you say structure, you're what you're referring to is like a pattern?
Well, the market structure in itself. This is the market structure moves exactly like this. So when the structure is complete, the pattern will appear.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
Yep. Anybody have any other questions? It's a good question, by the way. We're good? All right, guys. So now this is the thing, right? As the market is creating this lower high, we got to remember this right here is the lower low. How do you know when the structure is complete? I will be getting to that right now, bro. Give me a second. Good, great question, though, but we're not quite there. Right. So now let's just say the market is starting to break down. Market's starting to consolidate. Now we know with going over the past couple calls, guys, what is consolidation? If you guys want to,
Money,
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
money, liquidity.
Yes, right. Consolidation. When you guys see the market moving sideways, it's no longer just going up. It's now starting to move from left to right. That's consolidation. That is liquidity. What liquidity is money being built up in this specific area. Give me an eight if that makes sense. Money is being built up right in this specific area. Awesome. Awesome. Right now, again, this is what you call support and resistance. Same thing. When you see support and resistance, guys, you know to stay away. You know that's consolidation. You know that that is liquidity. You know that money is being built up in that area. Right now, we know from the past couple calls that consolidation is only 25% of the setup. Now, let me go ahead and make that a little smaller. We're moving faster without the mouse today. Last time it was pretty ugly. All right, we know consolidation is only 25% of the setup, right? So again, guys, I have this checklist here for us, and you guys should have this as well. Make sure you guys zoom in on this thing, take a screenshot, make sure you guys have this for yourself, right? When we're talking about the head and shoulder, we already know we covered this, the trend we're looking for sells. So when we're looking at the checklist, guys, awareness, we need to understand what we're doing in the market. Are we buying or are we selling? Right? The trend, the market is downtrending. We covered this, right? So now the liquidity. This we're now at the liquidity area, right? Liquidity is being built up in this area right here. Now, what we need to see now is a break of structure to the upside, right? Or a liquidity sweep. Now, let me go ahead and just draw this right here because every time the market is breaking or going up, breaking structure, this is called a BOS, right? And when you mark this up, guys, this is going to help you find the left shoulder. It's going to help you find it. So when people tell me that they can't see the left shoulder, right? I know it's because you didn't mark it up, right? Same thing right here. Right now, this is just consolidation. We don't have a break of structure yet. But let's just say the market does, right? The market starts to head up and continue in this upward moment, and boom, we break structure to the upside. Awesome. Let's go ahead and mark this up. Break a structure. Awesome. So we can now check this off, right? So when we see liquidity being built up, guys, and the market breaks structure to the upside, that was now a liquidity sweep. So it's the same thing. A break of structure to the upside and a liquidity sweep would be the same exact thing. Now, the next thing we need to see, guys, the next thing we need to see is that change of direction. So this line here, this support, we need to extend this. Boom. And this is going to be my need change of character for sell idea. We need the change of character for the sell idea. Let me make this red because we need a bearish change of character. Awesome. 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 Right. So again, let me go ahead, zoom this in just a little bit. Awesome. That's solid right there. Great. So when we break structure, guys, when we sweep that liquidity, that's going to be 50% of the setup. 50% of the setup right there. Once we sweep liquidity and get that break of structure, that's now 50% of my head and shoulder setup. Now, 75%, this is important, guys. I need the market to break and close below this black line. Once I get that, that's 75%, right? So let's go ahead. Market is starting to head down. Boom. We finally get that change of character that we're looking for. So let's go ahead and update. We were looking for the change of character for the sell idea, and we finally got it. So let's just go ahead and update. Change of character. Awesome. Now, guys, once we get that change of character, that is now 75%. Once we get 75%, we are now looking for cells. Give me an 8 if that makes sense. Let me know. Let me know. Right? This is why I'm saying like we have to wait for these things to happen, right? The consolidation is 25. The breakout, the sweep of liquidity, that's 50%. Once we get that change of character, guys, that's 75%. We can now start looking for some sell ideas. Cool. Now, for the head and shoulder, excuse me, my left shoulder will be the last break of structure before the change of character, right? So my zone will be from wick to body right in this area. Excuse me, right? My left shoulder will be the very last break of structure before the change of character. Now, where is my head? My head is the 50% right here, the high, the highest peak in this area, guys. Notice when the market is starting to go upward, this is the highest peak right here, right? So that is my head to the head and shoulder. That's my stop loss. So let's just go ahead and update this. This is the head slash stop loss.
So the shoulder is gonna be the stop loss.
I'm sorry.
So the shoulder is gonna be the stop loss as soon as it starts dipping.
No, so my left shoulder right here, this is my left shoulder.
Hmm.
And then once the market sweeps up, this is my head right here. So the head is going to be my stop loss. So we're not even in sales yet. Now, once the market changes character and we're way down here, that's a good thing. We still haven't entered any sales yet,
Hmm.
right? Now, once this happens, this area right here, this box, this left shoulder, this previous BOS, right? That's going to be my sell zone. So break a structure, liquidity sweep, left shoulder. Let's move that over. Let's move this over real quick. Bro, I swear I got like a hair in my mouth, bro. I could feel it on my tongue. It's crazy. Um, okay. So now I'm looking for sales off of this box. So I don't have a right shoulder, right? Not yet. Once the market touches this black or this gray box right here, as soon as it touches it, that's my right shoulder. So I'm looking to sell in this area, right? So once that happens, that would be 100% of the setup. 100%, guys. And this would be my right shoulder. Boom. So this is where I'm looking to take some sell opportunities, guys. I want to take some sales at that gray box with my stop loss at the high, right? Looking for a minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. And again, I'm going with the trend, right? Because market is bearish right now. It's making lower lows. And this high up here, guys, this high way up here, this is my lower high, right? That's my lower high. Literally, we have market giving me lower low, lower high, lower low. I'm showing you how to break down that higher time frame pullback because this red line, let's just say this purple line right here, that could be a higher time frame pullback, and you don't even know it because you're focused on the structure on lower time frame. Does that make sense? This is literally a pullback, guys. Lower low, lower high, lower low. We're continuing this trend. Give me an 8 if that makes sense. Minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. Yes, we can chase lower targets if we want because we're looking to take the trend, right? But at the end of the day, guys, 1 to 3 risk to reward is all that your boy needs, right? So once the market comes back into this area, guys, I'm not looking to hesitate. Market is on its way. Awesome. I've been waiting for this. Give it to me, right? Market touches my right shoulder. I'm looking to go ahead and take some sales so we can send it the way we've been waiting to send it. Guys, give me a 2 if this is making sense. So once we get back to this box, guys, boom, this is my right shoulder. This is the right shoulder. This is how you see it, guys. Telling you. And levels helps you, bro. Levels helps you. So for people who are new, the people who gave me 1 to 2 to 3 in the beginning of the call, guys, use this. The break of structure will literally tell you where the head is. It'll tell you where your break of structure is. It'll tell you where your starting point is, where your change of character is. Use the training wheels, especially when you're new, guys. Trust me, it helps so much. That guys, the buttons up here in levels and the training wheels have helped me tremendously. Like you guys have no idea, right? Literally, because that's how we trade. Like the starting point, even though it's like an AI system helping you find it, we can see it with the naked eye, right? And breakage structure is literally showing you structure being broken, this, and that. It's training you, but that's how Oren and I teach you. We're teaching you structure, but it's also helping you just in case you can't see it for yourself, right? Super fire, guys. Like, trust me, these buttons up here, fire, bro. Do not overlook them because 9 times out of 10, they are completely overlooked. But with that being said, does anybody have any questions on this? Did I answer any questions? I think someone asked, how do I identify structure or how do I know a structure is complete? That was Zoom user. Zoom user, did that make sense to you? Does all this make sense to everybody who was asking questions to begin with? Sometimes I get confused with the lower time frames or with the lower low becoming an order block. Um, this area right here, sometimes I get confused with the oh yeah, so I used to do that too. And sometimes there will be, right? Sometimes there will be a whole ass setup right here sometimes. Whole ass head and shoulder. Sometimes there will be a good move right here and it sends it back up, right? And sometimes, like, those are the demons that we have to fight as we mature as traders because, again, everything is fractal, right? I'm showing you clean structure right here, but at the end of the day, the market structure moves very, very fractal. So anytime it wants to come back up, what is it going to do? Giving me lower low, change of character, and now we're going to make this lower high. Boom, market has given me my lower high, and now we're continuing trend in that downtrend, but we see a perfectly good setup right here. Is that what you're talking about, Ozzy? Exact. Trust me, bro. That right here is what I've been battling my second year. Like I battled that my whole second year, bro. I'm like, why are you taking these L's, bro? These are so clean. But when I jump to higher time frame, we don't even see, bro, that when we zoom out, market structure was literally doing what it was supposed to do. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and it was just continuing with the trend. So that right there is a higher time frame problem in my opinion. Like sometimes we don't go up to be like, okay, market is actually downtrending pretty solid. We can probably lay off this buy or wait for that confirmation. Like wait for the good confirmations. Soon as market's in this zone, where's my last pullback? Wait for this to happen. Wait for this before getting right here. Because trust me, bro, that right there used to give me so many losses for no reason, right? So many losses for no reason. But this is exactly why I've been saying, guys, like I'm so picky on setups. This can be so clean, but because I know a higher time frame is literally downtrending, I have to bite my tongue. It's like in a fight, bro. When you're in a fight with your girl, whatever the case may be, you're with your homies, they're roasting the shit out of you. They're just like, just watch, bro. Just watch. Because when that time comes, I'm gonna pull that card out from that story way back when. You feel me? We have to bite our tongue right here and just wait for that new confirmation. Continue with that trend. Telling you, bro. Like that's one thing I had to mature as a trader as well. So that's a great question. And then the second one was Kenny's was Yo Vinny. This is probably Eli's. Yo Vinny, my bad off topic, but when your head is in when your head is in your shoulder zone, when will you go break even? So you're talking about this right here, the head in the setup. Okay. So when I go break even, guys, I'm still trusting. I'm following the structure that it's giving me, right? I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. I'm gonna move this out the way for now. So I'm always counting. I got this from Mike as well. Well, there's a few things you can do, right? So let's just move this out the way. There's a few things you can do, but the thing is, you have to stay true to it. Like you have to stay disciplined to the fact, right? No matter what it is. It's like the problem is people just don't stay disciplined and they can't follow one thing or the other. So this is a 1-to-1 right now. So what this is a break even, right? Where your line says break even, guys, break even, right? Stay disciplined. Where it says 1 to 2, this is your partial line, right? Take partials, right? That's your partial area. Now you're 1 to 3, boom, you're out of the trade. So when the market goes your way, right? Boom, we have a structure. We get this right shoulder entry and the market is in profit. Once the market hits my break even line, I'm going break even, right? I'm going break even. Now, why is that? Why do I do that? Right? Why do I do that? Well, guys, it's gonna help you one, stay profitable. Even if the market hits you at break even and goes your way, hey, you can't be wrong with being disciplined with your money, with being a tight ass with your money. Because at the end of the day, capital preservation is the name of the game, no matter who talks to you about trading. The whole point of trading and making money is to hopefully just have the money in your account to make more money, right? So you can't be mad that as soon as market hits your break even line, boom, gotta go break even. You have rules, you should follow them. Now, here's another reason why you should go break even right here, right? Eli, whoever it might be Eli Kenny, is this a break of structure right here? Both of you guys should know this no matter what. Is this a break of structure right here? Right? It's awesome. So we should have a starting point in this area, right? A buying starting point. We should have one last buying starting point in that area. So again, once the market hits this area, guys, there's already a possibility of people buying right here because there's two biases on the chart always. Some people are looking for buys, some people are looking for sells, right? Somebody is buying right here in this area that can possibly send the market up a little higher. Does that make sense? So there's two reasons to why you should be breaking even right here. One, because it's your 1-to-1, and two, because structure is telling you, hey, we have a break of structure, we have a starting point in this area. Let's be cautious and break even because if we don't, hey, at least we got out and you lost no money, right? Now let's just say, boom, you hit break even and now the market has changed direction. Boom, you're good. You're solid. You're like everything is going as planned. You're good. Right now, as the market continues to drop, boom, you have a partial zone. So as soon as it hits your partials, take some money out. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Eli? Now, there's another thing too that I got from uh Mike Navarrete, Big Mike. Um, he goes the from the banks, however much the banks pushed up, right? However much the banks pushed up and swept liquidity, he's expecting that same turnaround on that back end, right? The same turnaround on that back end. So let's actually not use that box. All right. So if the banks pushed up that much to sweep liquidity, Mike would be looking for about this much to go break even. Right. And I was started back testing a lot and I was starting to look at a lot of the zones from shoulder to stop loss. That's what you're willing to risk, right? So that would be your 1%. And I've noticed as well when market gives this back, you should be good. Like that's your break even zone, right? So whatever the market, however much money the market pressed up to buy up, you know what I'm saying? However money they put in right here in this area to go ahead and shoot up and sweep liquidity, they're expecting that same drop on the back end. Now let me tell you why. Because once these people buy in this area, right? This is where the market, this is where it starts to go deep and understanding, like you guys have to understand everything, right? And it's by steps, right? So when people are buying right here, right, the banks are buying in this area and they just put in millions of dollars to go sweep all these sellers. Now look, you know what's next? The bank sold again right here. So the banks bought in this area, and then as soon as they got prime price, they sold way up here as well. And now, boom, the Sal is dropping, the Sal is dropping, the Sal is dropping. So the Sal is in profit right now, right? The Sal is in profit. But what is this one in profit or is this one in negative? Let me know, guys. This one's in negative. The one that they bought, right? They placed millions of dollars of worth of buys right here is now in negative. So when this buy comes back around and comes in this area, boom, they break even. Or actually, let me go ahead and they break even, put that money over here, and then they ride into the sunset and start selling off. So when you literally, guys, it's hand in hand, right? Boom, they bought right there. Big banks just bought right there to sweep all these sellers. What did they do? The banks bought prime price and sold the market back down. So the sellers are in profit and the buyers are in negative. But once the banks come back around, right? The banks don't lose. Once the banks come back around, they take out these buys and put it right into these sells and shift the market down. Give me a 5 if that makes sense, guys. Let me know, guys. If you have any questions, let me know because that was probably the best breakdown that I've ever done on that. Let's go ahead. We'll remove this. That way we can go ahead and take a quick screenshot. I know, bro. Honestly, no one really explains it, especially like that. And honestly, Oren did it one time for me and it clicked so well. And I was like, holy shit. And then so I think it was Mike. Mike did it again. And I was like, bro, that totally makes sense. So I mean, I like it. I like the way it clicked with me. When he broke down smart money, I'm like, oh snap, bro, that totally makes sense. And then from there, everything started progressing because literally that's how I saw the market, right? I literally saw the market like that. So go ahead and take your screenshots, guys. Do what you have to do. Let me know if you have any questions. We will go ahead and get into the charts, the live charts right now. So we'll go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it. Awesome. So what are we looking at today, guys? What do you guys have your eyes on? I could look at a lot of stuff. Let's go to the dollar real quick. I just want to show you my outlook on the dollar. I sent it into the FRX funding chat. Excuse me, last week or yeah, last week, and it respected the structure that I sent in. Let me go ahead and just break that down right now. So we can easily see, right, that the dollar is heavily trending right now. We are on the daily time frame. So right now in this area, the market is heavily downtrending and it's not really looking so well. Let's go to that monthly real quick, just so we can see the whole picture. So when you guys look at this, right, look at where we sold from. Like, why did the market viciously sell right here? Well, we were up in this area where, let's see, pretty much the crash was happening up in like the 2000 to 2008 um era of the crashes and the recessions and things like that. But on TradingView, you can actually see that 9/11 was actually in this area, and then as soon as 9/11 happened, boom, we had a fat crash. Now look at, as soon as we get back into this area, guys, we get a massive drop. Now, on the monthly time frame, this is looking fairly bullish, but the only thing is it can still drop lower to continue up higher. But because we're on the monthly time frame, that doesn't look very well for the economy. Like not at all. Right. And the way that this is looking on higher time frame, it doesn't really look like a continuation type vibes. It kind of looks like reversal type vibes. Um, so if we broke down this monthly market structure, we can see we get consolidation all throughout this mug, right? Literally support and resistance. We get that breakup structure to the upside, and now we're waiting for that change of character. But again, this is the monthly time frame, so this can take years to happen. But that's what the market structure on this left-hand side is giving me. It's not really looking like continuation vibes, even though we still can, right? But we just have to wait, right? We just have to wait at that point. Now, what I'm seeing right here is a breakage structure to the upside. So this would be my starting point, right? Buying starting point. And then we have an imbalance in here that the market, I'm sure, would love to feel. So let's drop down to a lower time frame. We can see that the market is still chilling, hanging out in this head and shoulder area, right? So, I mean, as of right now, that's still a good sign, I guess, right? Because we're till it breaks and closes below, that's like sell confirmation. But we can still see in this area, like the sell structure, it looks a lot more better than the buy structure, right? So it's not looking good, right? Not looking good. So let's go ahead and we'll delete this, and then we'll go tighten up a little bit in there. Let's go to that daily time frame. Now we can see levels is letting me know that we're continuously having breaker structures to the downside, right? We have our last one right here, right? And we have a starting point right in this area. The last buying candle before the market sold off and broke structure. So this would be my lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and now we are consolidating, right? This is consolidation right here. So this is looking good. Um, so now we really just have to see which way is it going to pop out first, right? Because if we get a massive drop to the downside and then we change character like this, we can still potentially get some upward momentum, right? For a couple weeks or a couple days, whatever the case may be, right? So just keep that in mind, right? Since we still haven't broken and closed below this structure, which is this red line, we do still have an opportunity to continue with some upward momentum with a dollar, right? For how long, who knows, but we still can. Now, what I was
I have a
looking for
question.
was a
Um, so you see right there where current prices
right
and
here.
yeah. So are you counting that starting point right there or no?
Yeah, we can, but I still like the way this market looks up here with the liquidity that's being built. But
Okay.
we definitely can because that's the first opportunity. Um, that's right there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Right. Yes. And we do also have a starting point right there. Good
Hey,
eye.
Vinny.
Good eye.
So right there where you're pointing on the line, right there, no, where you were before, that right there would be the starting or an entry point.
No, not for
No.
levels. So we have the zone right here that we had marked up and we were waiting. So if the market would have came back up a little higher,
Mm-hmm.
then we would have gotten in. But because we didn't get that touch and market sold off, we have to
You would
just
have
continue
lost.
to wait. We still have to continue to wait for sell confirmations,
Okay. Okay.
if that makes sense. So we didn't get the
Yeah.
sell entry. So now we have to wait for another confirmation, which it just gave it to us now. Boom, we have a break of structure, which gives us another sell opportunity. So now we would be looking to see if we can, get a reaction off of this one and send it back down. But again, we still, because this looks like liquidity a whole lot, we can still possibly get this push up and continue down. So just keep that in mind, especially
Mm-hmm.
if we don't have a massive break of structure to the downside right here. Like this is a small one. I don't really care for small ones. I care for like larger ones. Like if this thing drops down, leaves a crazy wick, and then changes character, okay, then I would take that in consideration for a reversal. But because we just peak out, for me, that's just still a little bit of liquidity. Like, yeah, they peaked out a little bit, but just enough to scare these guys, and then we may just hold on in this area, right? We still can. We still can. Might have a push up, who knows, and then send it back down. So just keep that in mind. I like to think in probabilities and possibilities. When looking at the market, I try not to just stick to one thing because then you'll always be pissed off when you're wrong, right? A lot of you guys have to start thinking in probabilities, like what can happen next? If this happens, what do I have to look for? Okay, well, this just happened. It's giving me this confirmation. I should ride with this and leave this bias because it's now giving me this, right? So you can't just hold on to one thing. Listen to the market because the structure will tell you what it wants to do. But I was liking a nice push up here. That's what I wanted. I wanted to push it up to the upside. There is a shoulder right here as well that I was looking to see if we can get a reaction on. And I also sent some market structure inside this consolidation. There was a change of a break of structure here to the upside, right? Levels letting me know with that blue arrow. Yes, we did break and close above, and then we did change character. And levels letting me know. Yes, we did break and close, right? So I sent in this area just in case market wanted to respect that, and it did. So now we're just waiting, right? Market gave us some more sell confirmation, so we could still continue to look for sells with the DXY. Buys aren't really looking too hot right now, to be honest. So if you guys are able to use the DXY chart that I sent in order to help you guys catch some trades, good stuff. But that's what I'm looking at with the DXY. So we can still possibly go lower. Just a waiting game, guys, to be honest. Especially with everything that's going around with the elections and the debate and all that good stuff. Like, just wait for something that's clear. That's the best thing you guys can do is just wait for something that's clear. Let's see. I was looking at US Chef the other day. And it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Especially it kind of looks like the dollar. I'm liking this as well. Want to see what this can do. We'll take a look at the higher time frame real quick just to double check. But again, we are making lows, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we are making lows, and the market just starts to consolidate as soon as we break and close below another low, right? So right now, the starting point is holding consolidation, right? You can see the market hasn't broken and closed above that starting point, but look what that starting point is holding down right now. Consolidation, right? Consolidation. So we can still push from there, but I would like to see if we can actually come up here. This looks pretty fire. If the market can make its way up here, that looks pretty good. Let's drop down to the 4 hour time frame real quick. And let's just go ahead and dissect up that market structure. So look at what I showed you guys, right? In the example that I showed you guys, I literally drew it out and it looked like this, like the line chart, right? But look at this, guys, right? The lower low, the lower high on the daily time frame, you do not see that many pullbacks on that lower time frame. This is what you see on the weekly. On the weekly, it is literally two candles to the upside. But on the 4 hour time frame, look at how much structure is in that. You guys seen that? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, some equal low type action, right? Are you guys seeing that? Telling you, telling you guys. That's the structure that we just broke down. This whole thing is a pullback, lower low, lower high. So when we break down the structure, right? When we break down the structure, let's go ahead. I move so slow without my mouse, bro. I'm gonna buy one right now after this call because I hate forgetting it. Look, and this is how important it is to mark up, guys. Right? This is how important it is to mark up. Break a structure, right? I'm gonna go ahead. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this up with you guys. I'm gonna show y'all. BOS to the upside. This is the bullish break of structure because we are continuing to break structure to the upside, right? Boom. Oh my goodness gracious. Who is in control right now, boy? Clone. We have another bullish break of structure right here. Clone. We have another bullish, oops, break of structure right here. Clone. We have another bullish break of structure right here. Where did my change of character happen, guys? Who wants to draw it up? Where did my change of character happen? Yes, sir, Juan, Shani, let's go. My change of character happened right here. Boom. Let's see. Let's dissect. Levels doesn't have it, but hey, Levels is a scanner. It's an AI scanner. It's not gonna get every single one, but you guys can see with your eyes. Guys, how many green candles are in this rally right here? How many green candles? Do you see any green candles in this rally? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you see any green candles in this rally? No, right? Which means that is a breakout rally. Where is my starting point? My starting point is right here on the 4 hour. And it is still untouched, right? A free starting point. So look, guys, look at this. You know what's even crazier? You know what's even crazier? I'm gonna go ahead and press break a structure real quick. Oh my goodness. I mean, I can't even lie to y'all. Look at levels is literally letting me know, like, hey, bro, this the head, bro. That's the head. Look at. How do I do this? How do I do this? Hold on. Bro, it's literally telling you break a structure. This is the head, change of direction, right? So the change of direction is right here, but it's telling you guys, hey, we just changed the direction. Boom. I mean, I don't know. Y'all don't seem too hype about that, but that's hype. If you guys don't understand, like, it's literally helping you find the setup, and you guys don't really know, you guys don't know how big that is just yet, but trust me, that's huge. You guys literally have a levels and smart money scanner on you on deck, right? So understand, we have this. You guys have access to this, right? My stop loss. This is my head. Stop loss. Boom. So do you guys see it? Are you guys seeing the pattern? We have consolidation, 25%, 25%. The break of structure, liquidity sweep, 50%. When we change character, that's 75%. Guys, we're just waiting in this area right now. Whichever one you guys want to take opportunities off of, you guys do what y'all do. 1 to 3 risks to reward. I would love to take these lows right here. That's a 1 to 3.4. I'm gonna delete this because there's no, I mean, that's already been used like 4 times. I'm good off that starting point. Look at this. Consolidation. Money is being built up. Money is being built up. I would love for the market to come up here, give me sell opportunities so we can shift that market back down. Guys, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, bro. Because if we making sense, y'all making dollars out here. Let me know. All right, let me see. Let me see, Juan. Let me look at your chart, buddy. Let me see. What you got? What you got for me? Can you guys see the chart? Hey, you know what, bro? I actually had this set up just like this as well. This is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. I like this. This is good stuff, Juan. I see you have your fib out here. Um, Everything looks good from the low to the high. I would push this up just a bit higher to this highest wick. But other than that, that looks great. There is liquidity right here as well. That's 100% right. You are true about that. And because we have an imbalance here as well, you can also even kind of look at this liquidity this way as well, just to like expand the mind on liquidity, right? Because we're looking for buys in this area, market is stuck, chilling. I mean, that was kind of ugly, but oops, I don't know why it's just a click. I don't know why I'm thinking just clicking, right? But market is also doing this type of thing right here. You feel me? So yes, you are seeing the sideways liquidity, but to expand the thought on liquidity and see it a little different way, yes, it's squeezing 100%, right? So just just another thought, but that looks good. This looks great actually. And look at this, guys. We have consolidation, 25%. Boom. The break of structure to the downside, 50%. Massive change of character, 75%. 100% is waiting right here in this area. So look at this. We have starting point in this area. I'm sure that's like a lower time frame. That skinny box is probably a lower time frame target. But we also have shoulder right here. This is looking good, bro. This is solid.
Question.
What's up?
So that yellow marker, that yellow line means where he bought.
No, he hasn't bought yet. He's waiting for buys.
Okay, okay.
So the
So
thing is,
when,
go
sorry.
ahead. No,
So
go ahead.
when you start selling once you see that it's like going, it's dropping, and then you see that you see when it's moving up and down, like lower lows means that you want to sell, right?
No, lower lows is just structure. So understanding structure gives you a good bias of what you want to do, right? So right here we have higher high, we have higher low, and the market is making new highs, right? So with this strategy, we're not buying momentum. We're not buying because the market is crazy bullish right here, right? We see that that's a good thing that lets us know the market wants to continue going higher. But because this is happening, we're not buying because the market is buying aggressively like that. Does that make sense? We're not momentum traders, right? So
Correct.
when the market jumps up, it's making a higher high, right? But we're expecting for the market to trickle down and give me a higher low so we can go ahead and shift the market back up. Does that make sense? I
Making a
know.
lot more sense, bro.
How
Thank
how
you.
new are you, bro? If you don't mind me asking, how new are you?
What was that?
How new are you, bro? If you don't mind me asking.
This is this is my first week going in, starting my second, so I'm trying to take in all the information that I can now.
Gotcha. You said this is your second Zoom? Is that what you said? It was kind of freezing.
Sorry about that. No, it's my it was last week was my first week coming in, but this is my second
Oh,
week going in, so I'm just soaking up all the
got you.
information now
Oh,
like a
makes
sponge.
sense. Makes sense, bro. No, you're good, bro. Those are great questions. Keep asking questions like that. Every call that you're confused or need some clarity, always ask that, right? But
Thank you,
yeah,
Vinny.
just yeah, of course. But yeah, just because the market is buying and it's momentum and you can see this, right? That's great. Like we are all seeing this, but we're not buying because the market is buying right here. Because what happens a lot of the time, bro, when the market pushes up aggressively, this is what happens. It's gonna try to get everybody who wants to buy here, and it's gonna, pretty much make them a part of liquidity. So what happens, right? We wait for buys down here. So Juan's waiting down here. I'm waiting down here. Will's waiting down here. And you are waiting down here, right? So when the market wants to make its way, we're looking for buys so we can go ahead and shift the market back up. Does that make sense, bro? And it's only your second week.
Kind of.
It's only your second week, bro. So don't get too hard on yourself. The fact that you're asking questions and getting out of your comfort zone is already a big plus, right? A big plus. The one thing I can give to you, bro, just to give you some tips is to always take notes as detailed as possible because these notes are going to be with you on while you trade. Trading is an open book test, right? No one's looking over your shoulder trying to catch you cheating. I mean, the more information you can have with you while you're trading, the better. So we don't like to get lazy with notes. Or I mean, I don't like to get lazy with notes. Right? This isn't high school or college notes where we're just trying to get by. Like, if we want to make money doing this the right way, let's take notes and do everything the right way from the jump. So take as detailed notes as possible and continue to ask questions and apply what you learn. Even if you don't really know or you're slightly confused on what you're seeing or doing, it is what it is, bro. We all started somewhere. 100% of us started right where you are right now, right? So take the notes, ask your questions, and send in charts just like this, even if you're wrong, and we'll give you feedback so you can continue to learn and we can cut that learning curve for you, bro.
Appreciate that, man. So, is there gonna be another Zoom tomorrow? It should be on the
Um,
schedule, no?
I do these calls every Monday and Friday, so you won't see me again till Friday, big dog. I actually there Mike is coming down. This is just a heads up as well, guys. Mike and Nancy are coming back down to California, so we will not be having a levels call. If I could have somebody host it, I will see if somebody can do that. But I mean, with that being said, yeah, we will be running the levels call on Monday again. But I do have a YouTube, so let me go ahead and I will give you guys the link. This is from last week's. Every Zoom call is recorded and saved and posted right here for you guys. So make sure you guys get this link. Guys, there's over like 70 videos right here. Look at 81 videos are in my YouTube. Guys, a lot of sauce is on this YouTube regarding structure, market continuations, market reversals, calculating trades, take profits, everything you need to understand. Liquidity, guys, it's all in here. Take the time to get better, right? Like Oren goes on 3 days out of the week, right? You guys think I was just waiting the extra days to come back? Like, no, when he's done with those 3 days, I'm diving into his go live favorite sessions and I'm looking for videos to watch to get better. So there you guys go. You guys can go ahead and do what you guys do with that being said, guys, do you have any questions for the night? And this is something that I am looking to take. So you guys can go ahead and take a screenshot of USDCHF if you'd like. But let me know. Any questions for the night, guys? Let's actually look at USD CAD because you're right, Juan. There is news tomorrow. Oh man, this is the daily. Okay, Juan. So look at your buy. Oh shit. Your buy might go to my sell. Right? We talked about this last week as well. I'm looking for sales in this area. I mean, guys, this is pretty easy to see with this setup, right? I mean, if you guys can't, it's okay. We continue to learn. Higher high, higher low, Consolidation. Consolidation. The market isn't going higher anymore. It's actually going from left to right. 25% all right here. Consolidation, liquidity, support and resistance all right here. 25%. Market buys up, gives me that break of structure, sweeps all of these sellers. 50%. We change character. 75%. So when the market comes back into this area, guys, you know what I'm doing. I mean, y'all heard it here, bro. I ain't messing around. USD, me and USD CAD have a really good connection. And then I know Neri, USD CAD and Neri have a little connection as well. And most of the time when we look at USD CAD together, we have pretty similar setups. So I'm hoping, I haven't talked to Neri or saw any USD CAD setups that she sent on higher time frames. But if she did look at USD CAD, I'm hoping she's looking for sales in this area with us because this doesn't look, I mean, this looks extremely clean, in my opinion. So let's just take a look right here. There is another zone way up here that looks super solid as well.
Is this a good first currency to try out on? Is US Canadian?
Um, yes, any pair, I shouldn't say that actually. So obviously Forex pairs are beginner pairs, right? That's a great question, by the way. Forex pairs are beginner pairs. Now there are beginner, intermediate, and advanced Forex pairs, in my opinion, right? Some people may have a different opinion, but in my opinion, there are beginner pairs, intermediate, and advanced Forex pairs, right? So if you guys are just starting out, guys, Sydney and which one? Sydney, there's another one. Aussie. Sydney and Aussie pairs soup that they're slower, but the structure respects the most, right? So anything that has AUD, JP, or AUD, I would write this down. Anything AUD, anything NZD, anything CAD, anything CHF, right? Those right there are beginner pairs. AUD, NZD, CAD, CHF. Those are all beginner pairs, in my opinion. Right now, where it starts to get intermediate, I feel like intermediate would be London, right? London, in my opinion. And then advanced Forex pairs would be um Asian and New York, right? Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. Let me know. Beginner pairs, AUD, NZD, CAD, CHF. Intermediate pairs, London, anything GBP, anything EUR. Advanced would be anything JPY and anything USD. Now, if you guys feel like you can go ahead and clap any one of these markets, then you're ready for commodities and indices. But in my opinion, and this is just you guys talking, Uncle Vern, Coach Vern, whatever you guys want to, talk about it, Big Brother Vern, whatever the case. In my opinion, um, Forex pairs will get you paid just as much as commodities and indices. It's all about risk to reward and leverage at the end of the day, right? So in trading, you don't want to skip steps or skip levels. You guys ever see like in track and field where a guy runs and then he just hops and like jumps like 12 feet? You guys know what that's called? You guys ever see that shit? Where he runs, does a little skip and it's like jumps 12 feet. Like that's what trading is when you're trying to go from Forex pair, beginnering straight to indices, in my opinion, right? Because when you don't understand structure, right? For the guys that are saying 5, 6, you guys don't really understand head and shoulders and stuff like that. You shouldn't be trading indices or commodities yet. Understand structure on Forex pairs because it will respect more and it'll give you a lot more confidence. Once you can understand and pretty much master and smack any Forex pair because you can understand structure, trend, liquidity, then you can go ahead and take that giant leap into commodities, and indices. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know. Do you guys need me to write it down real quick? Or are you guys good? We good? All right. Awesome. 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 Um, yeah, guys, no call on Friday unless someone can host it. I will hit some people up, but I will let you guys know. I will put that in the FRX funding powerhouse chat. So you guys will be notified. But as of right now, we'll just say there's no levels call, and I will see you guys on Monday. So you guys have a great trading week. Trade responsibly, guys. Right? Send in those charts so we can give you guys feedback and clap the motherfucking markets. Let's go. See you guys.